What's up, coffee explorers? Today I'm going to show you how to use an Aeropress to make bulletproof coffee. Welcome back, everybody. Alright, so like I said in the intro, today I'm going to show you how to use an Aeropress to make bulletproof coffee. What is bulletproof coffee? Have you ever heard of anybody talking about adding butter to their coffee before? Well, that's what this is. I'll show you the right ingredients and how to make it properly. It's going to be an interesting thing to watch. I hope you enjoy it. Check out this new t-shirt. I've got it available in my Etsy store. I've got a couple of different variations of it. I've got personally in stock for myself. I've got it in black and this awesome gray color. There's also a backpack that's all embroidered. It's a nice Champion backpack. I don't have one yet. Hopefully I will pretty soon. There's some hoodies. There's some other good stuff in there. And the first thing that we're going to have to do is I've got an Aeropress here. I've got some ground up coffee. This coffee is some Bali Blue Moon coffee that I'm actually, in a few weeks, I'm going to Bali up into the mountains and I'm going to visit the farm that this coffee came from, so look forward to a video for that. Hopefully I'll be getting to a point where you'll be able to order this exact coffee off of my Etsy shop, so stay tuned if you're interested in getting some really good coffee. Let's get into making this coffee. I ground about 21 grams of coffee here. I've also got, it's called a Tight-Vac. It's a little, it's got a one-way valve in it, and it helps to keep your coffee fresh away from oxygen. It's pretty cool. I'll leave a link in the description for it. Anything that I leave links in here, I'm not affiliated with. I just want you to be able to get some cool stuff in the coffee genre and make some pretty cool coffee. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little Maduber here, and then I am going to add the coffee. 21 grams of fine coffee, and let's just kind of even that out here. And then I'm going to grab one of these filters, put it in here. We'll wet the filter so we don't get any paper flavors in the coffee. Alright. So, now we have that. I am actually doing the inverted method here for brewing the coffee. You know, there's multiple different ways that you can use an Aeropress to make coffee, but I am going to, there's 4 dots on here. I've got it set, the plunger is set at the 4, and I'm gonna pour the water all the way up to the 1, but first I'm just gonna give a little bit of a pour first and let that bloom take place. Looks like it's having a little problem getting down there. Alright. So do that. Give it a few seconds just to kind of bubble up and let that carbon dioxide release. So what is bulletproof coffee? It's a coffee that is said to help you lose weight. Actually, it's based around fats. It's that's used in the ketogenic diet quite frequently. A lot of fat in your coffee. Dave Asbury from the company Bulletproof Coffee is the one who made it popular. So I'll just pour it up to that number 1 there. So now we're just gonna let it sit here. I'll stir it up again. Sure it gets a nice extraction. Alright, so now What we're doing right now is we're making a coffee concentrate. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put the filter on here and let it sit for a few minutes. So now we're going on to the next part of making the bulletproof coffee. And I need a blender for this. And you're going to want to take some coconut MCT oil. I highly suggest using an organic coconut MCT oil. It doesn't really matter what brand you get, as long as it is a liquid MCT coconut oil, and you want it to be organic, non-GMO, all that kind of good stuff. The idea is if you remove the carbs from your diet and you replace them with fat, then you will teach your body to start burning fat instead of glucose, and that will help you lose weight. And then another thing that we're going to add into that, so I put 2 tablespoons of coconut MCT oil in the blender, and now I'm putting 2 tablespoons of grass-fed organic butter in here. If you want to do a cold brew, then you try to find a clarified ghee that's had all the solids removed from it. Alright, so let's see, we should be getting pretty close to having this coffee brewed. They say let it brew for about 4 minutes. I don't know how long it's been, but it's probably only been about 3. So we'll give it a couple seconds longer. This is a drink that you wake up, you have a bulletproof coffee, and you just live your ketogenic lifestyle. It helps you lose weight for sure. A few years ago, I did the keto diet for about a month and a half, and I ended up losing like 35 pounds, and that was pretty amazing. I've put it all back on, but I didn't stick with that lifestyle. But it's definitely something that works. Also, I am now a vegetarian, so I don't eat as much animal-based proteins as they want you to eat in a ketogenic diet. Coconut MCT oil, this one I just used a Salute liquid MCT oil. I just got it at the grocery outlet. It was not a big deal. It was about $10 for this bottle. And then I got Kerry Gold grass-fed butter, unsalted. I mean, I guess you could use salt if you want. See, our coffee should be ready to go. So let's bring this coffee cup over here and get this kind of stuff out of the way. And we will just take about 30 seconds to plunge this coffee through. And like I said, we're making a concentrate here. Let's plunge it all down. And then we got our coffee. Let's give this a taste. Woo! That is a stiff coffee right there. You could drink it like this if you really like it. A really bold coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour the coffee into the blender with the butter and the coconut MCT oil. And then I'm going to add some more water at about 200 degrees. Put the lid on it and boom. And now we have emulsified the butter and the oil into the coffee and the water. And we have Bulletproof Coffee. Some people like to add a sweetener to it, and of course if it is a ketogenic type of thing, you can't use sugars and stuff like that. Looks just like a latte. So what I suggest is using a organic stevia powder, but not the stuff that you get, the regular white powder stuff you get. Actually get the herb, dried leaves of the stevia. You can usually get it in bulk at health food stores. I chose to go without any sweetener this time, but if you look, looks like a nice latte right there. Let's give it a taste. Oh man. Yeah, that's nice and creamy and smooth, and it's like silk when you're drinking it. It's some pretty good stuff. I highly suggest trying this if you've never had it before. Alright, so there's my video on how to use the Aeropress to make bulletproof coffee. I hope you enjoyed it. I will leave some links down below to where you can get coconut MCT oil and that vacuum container for holding your coffee in there, and an Aeropress. So I'm not getting paid for any of it. I just want to help you get the stuff that you need in order to make the stuff that you want to make. If you've liked this video, please be sure to hit that like button, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. Explore food, love traveling, and as always, sip exquisitely.